Today we're going to take a look at a green screen, some clips, and the LimoStudio. Basically, it's a stand for the green screen. Now, why would you want a green screen? Well, it's 2014. I really don't feel like I need to explain this very deeply. If you're interested in photography or video, then you probably already know what a green screen is for. But basically, we can use it to key things out, like say in a background. Like think of your local weather forecast when you see them pointing to a map. They're not actually standing in front of a map. They're standing in front of a green screen. And green screens are, of course, used in plenty of television or movie effects. So let's go ahead and unbox this stuff, see what we got, and maybe we'll even have time to test it out real quick. Let's start with this bag of 6 clips here. And here's one of the clips. These are actually pretty strong clips. They're not very expensive. You get 6 of them. It was like around $5 or so. So we can use this to clip our green screen onto different things if we're not using a stand at the time, or if we just need it to be really tight. So 6 of them is like $5. Great deal. Let's move on to the green screen. So here is the green screen 6x9 Chroma key green screen by FancierStudios. We're talking a little bit under 20 bucks. So not bad. It's 6x9. And we'll pull out of the package. It's a cloth material, muslin cloth. I believe it's 100% cotton. You can see it's folded. That could possibly produce some problems if we just take it directly out of the package and hang it up and start to try to capture footage, and then we go in to actually key that stuff out. And if there's any wrinkles or lines like this from it being folded, we may have a problem keying that out properly, having a good key. So we may need to iron this first. Let me get it unfolded. All right, so if we take a look at the seams here, the edges, you can see they are seamed. All right, and then up here at the top, you can see there's a pocket already for a pole to go in. So we can hang it up instead of using clips. So that's nice. Now, if we take a look here, you can kind of see through it. Look on this side over here. You can kind of see that package right there with the light reflecting off of it, shining through just a bit. So this is not extremely thick. So you may need to put this up against a consistent background, like a consistently painted wall, so you can get a better key that way. And also your lighting will have to be properly done, so you're not getting shadows, and so you're not getting bleed through of your background. Now we'll move on to the LimoStudio Stand here. Our green screen stand comes with a nice bag for us to keep everything in. So take us out of the package. And this stand also comes with some rings with clips on them. Hopefully you can see that. So we can put these rings around the center pole and clip our green screen on if we prefer to do it that way, instead of actually putting the green screen, the pole actually through the green screen. So there's another option we have that comes with this stand here. The bag feels okay. It's not super substantial, but it should do. The weight of the stand is fairly substantial. I wouldn't say it's extremely heavy by any means, but it should stand up all right, at least indoors. I don't know about a really strong wind if you're doing things outdoors. All right. So basically, it's just a bunch of poles, and you just start sticking poles into other poles into holes. You know what I'm saying? That should come pretty naturally. So here is one of the legs for our stand. You'll see how it, it just slides out, just like several kind of stands do. And we have our extender poles, and those are just secured by a simple thumb screw. All right, so here's a quick look at the instructions that come with it. This is about what it looks like once it's all put together. It's fairly self-explanatory. That's all what you get with it. Your 2 leg stands, your crossbars, your case, and this here one again came with the O-rings with the clips on them. So you can see it's fairly simple. Tighten the bolt screws, your connectable crossbars, your height adjustments, and your tripod leg stands. So here are the crossbars. You can see they are labeled with different letters. The width is adjustable from 5 foot to 10 foot, and the max height adjustment is 9 foot. So that's a pretty good size. So this is, again, pretty straightforward. If we look at this end of our crossbars. You'll see they're different. Okay, and then turn this over, and there we go. You can see that some of them have these locking nubs on them. They push in, spring-loaded. All right, so we can just easily connect them together and get just the length you want. Maybe you don't want to combine all 4 of the crossbars. You can just combine a couple of them if you don't want the full width. See what I'm saying? So that's pretty easy. Come apart real easy too. Okay, so right now I just have the A and D pieces connected. As mentioned, the assembly of your crossbars onto your tripod stands is fairly straightforward. Simply, remove your wing nut, and you'll probably want to get a washer or 2. Just pop it right on, give you a washer, and then put your wing nut back on to make it secure. And you don't have to tighten this extremely tight because you don't want to bend these, thin aluminum bars here. Just finger tight's pretty good. About there. Okay, we're secure. And we do the same thing on both ends. Of course, if you're going to slide your crossbar through the pocket on your green screen, you'd want to do that before you tighten this down. If you're going to use the included rings, we put those on before we tighten this down. That should be obvious. If you have purchased these same clips that I did, now these do not come with this stand. You can see there's plenty of room here for us to actually clip this around our crossbar, and it still closes completely. So we could actually hang our green screen or our paper, whatever we're using as a backdrop. We can hang it that way as well if we don't want to, put our crossbar through our green screen or use the included O-ring style clip. So plenty of options with this setup here. So let's go ahead and give this green screen a quick ironing just to see if we can get some of those creases out of it so we can have real good keys. All right, so we are almost done here. I'm just doing a real quick ironing job. I'd suggest that you get maybe, say, a wife or a girlfriend to do this for you.
Unacceptable. Politically incorrect. You're fired.
It's a joke, lighten up. We're almost done here. We finished our quick ironing job and went ahead and hung up the green screen. I decided to use the O-rings with the clips, as you can see there. And I also put clips on the sides, like here, just to give it a little bit of tightness, so there's not as many wrinkles. So I'm just going to shoot some video and we'll test out this setup real quick. So that is our green screen stand, our green screen, and our clamps. It's a fairly good setup, and I think it's going to work all right for the purposes I need it for.